Good. Tommy?
Premiering on NBC in early 1972, Emergency captivated viewers with its gripping portrayal of paramedics and firefighters navigating the fast-paced challenges of Los Angeles. Randolph Mantooth and Kevin Tighe brought to life the intense experiences of first responders through 122 episodes until 1977. Amidst the action, one character stood out not just for her dedication but for her unexpected allure. Dixie McCall, the show's beloved nurse, revealed a sultry side that added depth and intrigue beyond her professional role. Her charm and complexity gave audiences a fresh perspective on the medical drama, blending compassion with a subtle sensuality that enriched the narrative and kept viewers engaged. This nuanced portrayal contributed to the lasting appeal of the series and the character's place in television history.
Maybe. Boy, you're tearing up, nurse.
In the 1972 television series Emergency, the main focus is on the duo who form Squad 51, a specialized medical and rescue unit within the Los Angeles County Fire Department. This team is dedicated to providing rapid emergency medical services and firefighting support. They work closely with the medical staff at the fictional Rampart General Hospital, creating a strong link between emergency rescue operations and hospital care. The hospital staff, portrayed by Robert Fuller, Julie London, and Bobby Troop, play vital roles in treating patients brought in by Squad 51. The collaboration between the fire department's rescue team and the hospital's medical professionals highlights the importance of teamwork in saving lives and handling critical situations. The series showcases the challenges and urgency faced by both the firefighters and medical staff as they respond to emergencies, emphasizing the dedication and skill required in their professions. This connection between field rescue and hospital treatment was a significant aspect of the show, offering viewers a realistic look at emergency medical services during that era. The characters' interactions and the realistic portrayal of medical and rescue procedures helped to raise public awareness about paramedics and emergency care. The show's depiction of Squad 51 and the Rampart General Hospital staff became a memorable and influential part of television history, illustrating the vital link between rescue operations and hospital treatment.
Yes.
I'm interested in the new techniques for relieving pain and controlling violence.
The series was created and produced by Jack Webb and Robert Senator, who had previously made a name for themselves with the police dramas Adam 12 and Dragnet. While Jack Webb played a major role behind the scenes, especially in shaping the show's direction and style, he did not receive screen credit as a creator in the original TV movie pilot of Emergency. Instead, he was credited only as the director for that initial presentation. This detail reflects the sometimes complex nature of television production credits, especially in the early stages of a series. Webb's influence, however, was deeply felt throughout the show, as his experience with realistic portrayals of emergency services helped set the tone and authenticity that Emergency became known for. Alongside Robert Senator, Webb helped bring to life a program that focused on paramedics and emergency medical services, a relatively new subject for television at the time. Their collaboration built on their previous successes and expanded the scope of public safety dramas to include medical emergencies, blending drama with education in a way that was both engaging and informative. The lack of initial creator credit for Webb in the pilot does not diminish his overall impact on the series or his legacy in television history. During the early 1970s, Emergency set itself apart by portraying emergency medical services with a level of realism that was uncommon on television at the time. The show depicted paramedics and ambulance crews responding to emergencies in a way that closely mirrored real-life procedures and challenges. This approach resonated strongly with viewers because it coincided with a period when ambulance services were rapidly expanding across the United States. As more communities began to establish formal EMS systems, Emergency helped bring awareness and understanding of these new services into American homes. It showed the critical role paramedics played in saving lives before patients reached the hospital, highlighting the importance of quick medical intervention on the scene. The series is often credited with popularizing the idea of paramedics and EMS, making these professions more familiar and respected among the public. By focusing on the day-to-day work of emergency responders and emphasizing accurate medical practices. Emergency influenced how people viewed emergency care and contributed to the growth of EMS nationwide. Its realistic portrayal helped shape public perception and supported the development of more comprehensive ambulance coverage during a pivotal time in healthcare history.
Start an IV with ringers, 500 cc's. Transport as soon as possible.
Tempo ramp.
While researching for a new medical drama set in an emergency hospital, producer Robert Senator discovered the emerging paramedic program being tested by the Los Angeles County Fire Department. This program was still in its early stages, aiming to bring advanced medical care directly to patients at the scene before they reach the hospital. Inspired by this innovative approach to emergency care, Senator developed the concept for the television series that would showcase the lives and work of paramedics and emergency room staff. The show depicted the challenges and critical moments faced by these first responders, highlighting the importance of their role in saving lives. By focusing on this new paramedic program, the series brought attention to a pioneering medical service that was relatively unknown to the public at the time, helping to raise awareness and appreciation for emergency medical technicians. This blend of real-life medical innovation and dramatic storytelling created a compelling narrative that resonated with viewers and reflected significant changes in how emergency medical services were delivered.
Speed up the IV and send us another EKG strip. 10-4.
The character of John Gage in the 1972 TV series Emergency was inspired by Battalion Chief Jim Page, a key figure in developing the firefighter-paramedic program for Los Angeles County. Jim Page played a crucial role in creating this innovative program, which combined firefighting with emergency medical services, allowing firefighters to provide advanced medical care on the scene. Jack Webb, the creator of Emergency, admired Page's work so much that he wanted to name the character after him. However, Jim Page declined the offer, leading to the creation of John Gage as a separate but closely modeled character. This connection gave the show an authentic foundation, reflecting real-life efforts to improve emergency medical response and highlighting the importance of the paramedic role within the fire department. The portrayal of John Gage brought attention to the challenges and heroism of paramedics, helping viewers understand the vital work done behind the scenes in emergency services. By basing the character on a real person, the series gained credibility and helped promote the firefighter-paramedic program to a wider audience.
The patient was conscious about 3 minutes after he surfaced. You want EKG?
10-4.
When Jim Page passed away on September 4, 2004, Randolph Mantooth, one of the stars of the series Emergency, spoke at his memorial, highlighting the deep respect and affection held by those connected to the show. The series Emergency had a significant impact on emergency medical services, influencing how EMS developed and operated in real life. This influence was so profound that the Smithsonian Institution accepted memorabilia from the show into its National Museum of American History, specifically within the Public Service section. This recognition by the Smithsonian underscores the cultural and historical importance of the series, showing that it was more than just entertainment. It played a role in shaping public understanding and appreciation of emergency medical work. The inclusion of these items in a national museum ensures that the legacy of Emergency and its contributions to EMS will be remembered and studied by future generations.
How do you feel?
Tired.
Yeah, why you...
The vehicles from Station 51, prominently featured in the 1972 TV series Emergency, are preserved as part of the Los Angeles County Fire Museum's collection. These vehicles hold a special place in the history of firefighting and television, showcasing the authentic equipment used during the show's portrayal of paramedic and firefighting work. To bring realism to their roles, actors Randolph Mantooth and Kevin Tighe underwent thorough training that went beyond typical acting preparation. They attended paramedic classes to understand the medical procedures and emergency response techniques their characters would perform. Additionally, they participated in extensive ride-alongs with the Los Angeles County Fire Department, experiencing firsthand the challenges and fast-paced nature of emergency medical services. This immersive approach helped the actors portray their roles with accuracy and respect for the profession, contributing to the show's lasting impact and authenticity. The museum now serves as a place where fans and visitors can connect with this legacy, seeing the actual vehicles and learning about the dedication behind the series production.
Is he all right?
He'll soon be ready to go.
The producers of the 1972 TV series Emergency focused on making sure the cast understood the basics of their roles and appeared skilled on screen. This meant that the firemen and paramedics had to be believable in how they handled their duties. Each episode usually started with scenes of the firemen and paramedics going about their routine work at the station. This showed their daily tasks and preparations before they received a call from the dispatcher. The call would then set the story in motion, leading the team to respond to emergencies. This approach helped viewers see the real-life work and challenges faced by emergency workers, making the show feel authentic and engaging.
Now who?
Oh, he's a very nice guy. You'll like him.
He's one of the nicest.
He's been after me to send him an ankle.
When a call comes in, the crew springs into action with clear focus and careful attention to the information given. They listen closely to every detail, making sure to understand the situation fully before heading out. The paramedics work as a team, moving quickly but with organized precision to reach the emergency location as fast as possible. Once on the scene, they assess the patient's condition and immediately communicate with Rampart General Hospital. This communication is vital, as it allows the paramedics to report their findings and receive expert medical guidance. The hospital staff provide instructions that help the paramedics deliver the best care right there at the scene or prepare for the patient's arrival. This constant back and forth between the paramedics and the hospital ensures that every patient gets the right treatment at the right time, showing how teamwork and communication save lives in critical moments.
Look, forget the chick, will you? Just remember the conversation. Remember what you told me, what he said about me to you, and then you told me?
Often, the storyline centers on the urgent cases faced by accident victims and the dedicated paramedics rushing them to Rampart Hospital. The indoor scenes, capturing the intense moments within the hospital and fire station, were filmed on Universal sound stages, providing controlled environments to bring the drama to life. Meanwhile, the outdoor shots add authenticity, with the fire station scenes taking place at the real station, 127 in Carson, California. This location gives viewers a genuine look at the daily life of firefighters and paramedics. The hospital's exterior scenes were filmed at Harbor General Hospital, lending a realistic backdrop to the medical emergencies portrayed in the series. This blend of carefully designed interior sets and real-world exterior locations helps immerse the audience in the fast-paced world of emergency responders, showing both the challenges they face on the streets and the critical care given inside the hospital.
I have been away too much.
When Emergency first aired, the Los Angeles County Fire Department did not have a Station 51, which was the fictional firehouse featured in the show. However, this changed years later when, in 1994, the fire department established a real Station 51 at a different location in Los Angeles. To honor the series and its impact, the fire station located on the grounds of Universal Studios was renumbered from Station 60 to Station 51. This change served as a tribute to the show, recognizing its role in bringing attention to the work of firefighters and paramedics. The renumbering symbolized a lasting connection between the fictional world of Emergency and the real-life heroes of the fire department, blending entertainment with genuine public service. The tribute at Universal Studios continues to remind visitors of the show's legacy and the dedication of emergency responders.
I want you to follow my finger.
Emergency is known not just as a popular television series, but as a show that made a real difference in people's lives by demonstrating life-saving medical techniques. Viewers learned important first aid and emergency procedures through the actions of the characters, which sometimes help people react correctly in real-life emergencies. The show's realistic portrayal of paramedics and emergency medical situations brought attention to the value of proper training and quick response in saving lives. To ensure viewers understood the seriousness of these procedures, later seasons included a clear disclaimer. This message emphasized that the medical actions seen on the show should only be performed by individuals who have received proper training and certification. This approach helped balance the educational impact of the show with the responsibility of preventing untrained viewers from attempting potentially dangerous procedures on their own. By combining entertainment with practical, life-saving knowledge and a strong caution about safety, Emergency left a lasting legacy in public awareness about emergency medical care.
How's Mrs. Slade doing?
Oh, just fine. She'll be under observation for about an hour.
Julie London was quite taken aback when Jack Webb reached out to offer her the role of Nurse Dixie McCall on the series Emergency. Despite their past, having been married and later divorced, Webb still saw her as the perfect fit for the female lead. This unexpected offer came as a surprise, but London accepted it, adding an interesting layer to the show. Her real-life husband, Bobby Troop, joined the cast as Dr. Joe Early. Their real-life relationship brought a unique dynamic to the series, blending personal history with professional collaboration. This casting choice highlighted how past connections can lead to new creative opportunities, enriching the show's authenticity and appeal.
Take you to Rampart Emergency.
Oh, no! Oh, I didn't know it was that serious.
A stunningly detailed hyper-realistic close-up captures a slender figure characterized by porcelain skin and luxurious waist-length dark red hair that cascades down her back in stark contrast to her empowered Gothic demeanor. Dressed in a sleek black halter top embellished with a delicate cross pendant, her attire highlights her elegant collarbone, while a high-waisted skirt, shimmering with metallic studs, draws the eye to the play of light across its surface. The addition of fishnet stockings introduces a compelling texture, enhancing her rebellious flair, complemented by stylish black fingerless gloves that echo her individuality. At her feet, refined black stiletto heels elevate the ensemble, maintaining a flawless Gothic stylistic coherence. Her arms, rich with vibrant tattoos showcasing intricate designs and colors, speak volumes about her unique personality. Emphasizing the intensity of her look, dark matte lipstick frames her features, while a minimalist choker necklace adds a perfect touch of subtlety. Set against a smooth, muted gray background that isolates her striking persona, soft directional lighting creates a dance of shadow and detail, focusing on the elaborate tattoos and distinct fabric textures. This atmospheric scene fuses allure and menace, reminiscent of contemporary Gothic artistry, casting her in a powerful, captivating light within a monochromatic palette that underscores her dramatic presence.
Chet?
Julie London, who appeared in the 1972 TV series Emergency, was a talented actress and singer known for her captivating presence on screen. Unfortunately, she struggled with health issues later in life, having been a chain smoker since the age of 16. This habit took a serious toll, and in 1999 she was diagnosed with lung cancer. Despite her illness, her contribution to the show remains memorable. Her beauty and charm added a unique appeal to the series, making it more enjoyable for viewers. Her performances brought a special quality that helped the show stand out during its run. Sadly, she passed away on October 18, 2000, at the age of 74, leaving behind a legacy that fans of Emergency continue to appreciate. The combination of her talent and presence enriched the series, making it a favorite for many who watched it.
Come on, you fellas. Look, I'll just ride on the back of your fire engine. There ain't gonna be no trouble.
The 1972 television series Emergency holds a distinctive place in the landscape of classic American television, particularly as a pioneering show that spotlighted the emerging role of paramedics and emergency medical services. For many viewers, it was more than just entertainment. It was a formative experience that left a lasting impression both emotionally and educationally. One of the most frequently praised aspects of Emergency is its ability to combine engaging storytelling with a respectful and accurate portrayal of emergency medical procedures. The show's fast-moving pace and attention to detail in rescue operations offered a sense of realism that was rare for its time. This authenticity not only heightened the drama, but also served an educational purpose, imparting practical first aid knowledge that some viewers recall retaining decades later. The paramedics on the show were consistently depicted as compassionate professionals who treated every patient with dignity, regardless of the circumstances, which added a humanizing layer to the action-packed scenarios. The series also earned a reputation for inspiring careers in public service. Numerous anecdotes suggest that Emergency motivated many young viewers to pursue professions in medicine, firefighting, and emergency response. This influence extended even to guest stars, such as Bobby Sherman, who reportedly became a paramedic after his involvement with the show. Such stories underscore the program's cultural impact, positioning it as a catalyst for real-world change beyond the screen. However, while the show is fondly remembered for its positive influence and clean, straightforward storytelling, there is a bittersweet element to its legacy. Some viewers express a sense of loss that contemporary television no longer offers programming with the same innocent quality. a blend of action and drama that avoided gratuitous gore or sensationalism. The straightforward, earnest approach of Emergency contrasts with the often darker, more graphic nature of modern medical dramas. This has led to a nostalgic hope that classic series like Emergency and its sister show Adam 12 will continue to be available through channels like Nick at Night or TV Land, preserving their legacy for new generations. In summary, Emergency stands as a landmark series that combined entertainment with education, inspiring many to enter emergency services, while maintaining a respectful and dignified portrayal of its characters and situations. Its balance of action and integrity, along with its cultural influence, ensures that it remains a cherished example of classic television, even as tastes and styles have evolved over the decades.
And he loves cinnamon bread. I'd set aside the dough to let it rise, and he ate it.
As we close this chapter on the intense and groundbreaking world of Emergency, the story doesn't end here. What became of the faces behind the uniforms and the voices that brought these heroes to life? In our next segment, we dive deep into the lives of the cast after the final siren faded, discover the surprising paths they took, the unexpected turns in their careers, and the personal stories that often stayed out of the spotlight. This is more than just a look back. It's an exploration of legacy, resilience, and the real-life drama beyond the screen. Stay with us as we reveal the untold tales that add a whole new dimension to the legend of Emergency.
I thought you were especially articulate, right?
Thank you.
Yeah, well.
Ronnie Schell's portrayal of Alan Hendricks in the 1972 TV series Emergency marked a departure from his usual comedic roles, showcasing a more grounded and serious side. As Hendricks, Schell played a paramedic navigating the intense, unpredictable world of emergency medical response, delivering a performance marked by quiet resilience and a subtle depth that added weight to the series' dramatic tone. After Emergency ended, Schell returned to his roots in comedy, but his career was punctuated by a series of personal and professional challenges. Despite moderate success in stand-up and guest TV appearances, he struggled with typecasting and the fading spotlight. Off-screen, Schell faced bouts of isolation and financial instability, compounded by struggles to maintain relevance in a rapidly changing entertainment industry. Rumors of strained relationships and a brief, poorly publicized legal dispute over contract issues surfaced, though details remain scarce. In recent years, Schell has kept a low profile, with little public information available, suggesting a retreat from the public eye. His last known appearances were sporadic, hinting at a man who once shone brightly, but now lives quietly, away from the glare of fame.
All of a sudden, I just don't understand it. Will you please call me as soon as you...
Bobby Troup took on the role of Dr. Joe early in the 1972 TV series Emergency, portraying a skilled and composed physician who was central to the show's depiction of emergency medical services. His character brought a calm authority to chaotic situations, blending medical expertise with a grounded presence. After Emergency, Troup's life unfolded with a mix of artistic ventures and personal shadows. Before his acting career, he was a respected jazz musician and songwriter, famous for penning Route 66. Despite his public success, his private life was marked by struggles, including battles with alcoholism that affected his health and relationships. Troup's marriage to singer Julie London was both a high-profile partnership and a source of personal complexity, with reports of tensions and separations. In later years, he retreated from the spotlight, focusing on music and smaller acting roles, but health issues, including heart problems, increasingly shaped his final decades. Bobby Troup passed away in 1999, leaving behind a legacy marked by artistic talent and personal trials. No significant new information has emerged since his death, leaving his story as a blend of creative brilliance and human vulnerability.
Okay. There we go. All right.
Robert Fuller portrayed Dr. Kelly Brackett in the 1972 TV series Emergency, a role that defined his career during the show's six-season run. As Brackett, Fuller embodied a calm, skilled emergency room physician, a figure of authority and compassion in high-pressure situations. The role brought Fuller widespread recognition but also typecast him in medical and heroic parts. After Emergency ended in 1977, Fuller continued acting, notably starring in westerns like Laramie and Wagon Train, but never matched the same level of fame. His personal life, however, was marked by quieter struggles. Fuller faced the common challenge of transitioning from a hit TV role to other work, leading to periods of professional uncertainty. In later years, he kept a low profile, avoiding the Hollywood spotlight. Despite rumors and tabloid speculation, no major scandals touched his name, leaving his public image largely untarnished. The last known updates indicate fuller lives privately, occasionally appearing at fan conventions, but without new acting projects. His life after Emergency remains a blend of steady resilience and guarded privacy, a man shaped by early success, yet choosing a path away from fame's glare.
Yeah. What a dumb way for it to happen, though, you know, getting a call out in the middle of...
Gary Crosby's portrayal of Tom Wheeler in the 1972 TV series Emergency marked a defining moment in his acting career, embodying a character grounded in resilience and quiet strength amid chaos. Unlike many of his contemporaries, Crosby's role was less about heroics and more about the steady, often unseen backbone of emergency response teams. After Emergency, his career took a complex turn, punctuated by sporadic roles that never quite recaptured the early promise. Off-screen, Crosby faced significant personal challenges, including struggles with substance abuse that shadowed his later years. His life was marred by moments of public scrutiny, notably a well-documented legal issue in the mid-1980s that impacted his professional opportunities. Despite these hardships, Crosby remained a figure of intrigue, retreating from the spotlight but never disappearing entirely. The last known reports suggest he lived a reclusive life, with few public appearances or interviews, leaving much about his later years shrouded in mystery. His story is one of early success, personal battles, and a quiet fading from public view, a narrative that invites reflection on the costs of fame and the fragility of personal redemption.
How you doing, buddy? Not so good. I'll tell you, man, that was a dynamite jump.
Anne Whitfield's portrayal of Betty Johnson in the 1972 TV series Emergency was marked by a quiet intensity that contrasted the show's high-energy emergency scenes. Betty Johnson was not just a background character. Whitfield infused her with a subtle complexity, hinting at hidden struggles beneath a composed exterior. After Emergency, Whitfield's career became sporadic, with fewer roles and a noticeable withdrawal from the public eye. She faced personal hardships that remained largely out of the spotlight, including a difficult divorce and battles with depression that she rarely discussed openly. Rumors circulated about her involvement in a scandal during the late 1970s involving a well-known producer, but these claims were never confirmed and only added to the aura of mystery surrounding her. In the 1980s and beyond, Whitfield lived a reclusive life, occasionally resurfacing for small theater roles, but avoiding television and film. The last known information places her living quietly in a small coastal town, far removed from Hollywood's glare, with no public appearances or interviews in recent decades. Her story remains one of talent shadowed by personal turmoil and a deliberate retreat from fame.
Well, I suppose we should get right down to business.
Okay, that's good.
Ross Elliott portrayed the stern and dependable foreman in the 1972 TV series Emergency, a role that demanded quiet authority and a commanding presence. His character was essential in maintaining order among the chaos of the emergency scenes, embodying resilience and steadfastness. After the show's end, Elliott's life took a mysterious turn. Little is publicly known about his post-TV years, fueling rumors of personal struggles and potential scandals that remain unconfirmed. Some sources suggest he faced financial difficulties, while others whisper of troubled relationships and a declining health that kept him out of the spotlight. There are unofficial reports hinting at legal issues or scandals, but none have been verified, leaving his final years shrouded in silence. His last known appearances or public records date back to the late 1970s, after which he vanished from the public eye. The true details of his life after Emergency remain elusive, casting a shadow over his legacy. Today, no reliable information confirms his death or current whereabouts, making him an enigma wrapped in the echoes of his career. The mystery of Ross Elliott endures, a silent figure whose life quietly faded into obscurity.
Again, Cal, you gonna be with me?
Larry Manetti's portrayal of Bert Dwyer in the 1972 series Emergency was marked by a grounded intensity that brought a raw edge to the character. Bert was not just a paramedic. He was a man navigating the chaos of life and death with a rugged resilience that Manetti embodied fully. After Emergency ended, Manetti's career took a winding path through television and film, with his most notable role being Rick in Magnum P.I., which cemented his place in pop culture, but also brought the pressures of typecasting. Off-screen, Minetti faced personal struggles, including battles with the Hollywood system's demands and the loneliness that often shadows actors who achieve sudden fame. In the late 80s, rumors swirled about financial troubles and strained relationships, though Minetti remained tight-lipped, cultivating a mysterious aura. His later years saw a quieter life, with sporadic appearances and a turn toward writing and speaking engagements that revealed a reflective side. The last known updates show Minetti living away from the spotlight, occasionally hinting at unpublished memoirs that promise to shed light on the shadows of his past.
No. I want to go someplace else.
All right, we'll talk.
Kenneth Tabey's portrayal of Captain Gordon Trigg in the 1972 series Emergency was marked by a stern, commanding presence that anchored the show's depiction of emergency services. Trigg was a figure of authority, guiding paramedics with a mix of tough realism and steady leadership. Tabey's performance brought a grounded intensity to the role, reflecting his long history in film and television. After Emergency, Tabey's career slowed, but he remained a recognizable figure in genre films, especially in science fiction and horror from the 1950s onward. His personal life, however, was less public. There are no widely reported scandals or controversies tied to him, but Tabey faced the common struggles of aging actors, including fewer roles and fading public recognition. His later years were quiet, with little media attention, suggesting a retreat from the spotlight. Kenneth Tabey passed away in 2002, leaving behind a legacy as a dependable character actor who quietly shaped the look of mid-century American television and film.
Don't worry about us. Can you do something for Sister Barbara? She's hurt awful bad.
Deidre Hall portrayed Nurse Sally Lewis in the 1972 TV series Emergency, a role that brought a quiet strength and steady presence to the chaotic world of paramedics and emergency rooms. Her character was not just a caregiver, but a symbol of resilience amid crisis, often navigating the emotional toll of life and death situations with a calm professionalism that anchored the show's intensity. After Emergency ended, Hall's career took a turn toward daytime television, most notably as Marlena Evans on Days of Our Lives, a role that cemented her as a soap opera icon. Yet beneath her polished public image, Hall faced personal challenges, including a highly publicized battle with depression and rumors of strained relationships within the entertainment industry. These struggles revealed a darker side to the actress's life, contrasting sharply with her on-screen personas. Hall also endured the pressures of fame and the relentless demands of long-running television roles, which took a toll on her mental health. Despite these hardships, she maintained a strong connection with her fans and continued to work sporadically in television and theater. The last known updates suggest she has stepped back from the limelight, living a quieter life away from the public eye, leaving an aura of mystery about her current endeavors and well-being. Kevin Tighe's portrayal of paramedic Roy DeSoto in the 1972 series Emergency was marked by a grounded, intense presence that brought authenticity to the role. DeSoto was not just a paramedic, but a figure embodying the grit and urgency of emergency medical response, a role that defined Tighe's career for years. After Emergency ended, Tighe's career took a varied path, shifting away from television stardom to more character-driven roles in film and theater. His work in movies like The Graduate and Roadhouse showcased his range but did not reach the same cultural impact as his TV role. On a personal level, Tighe faced challenges that remained largely out of the public eye, maintaining a private life despite the occasional rumors and industry pressures common to actors of his era. There are no widely reported scandals or controversies linked to him, suggesting a life kept deliberately out of the tabloid spotlight. In recent years, Tighe has appeared sporadically in smaller roles, reflecting a quieter phase of his career. His last known public appearances were in supporting roles and guest spots, indicating a steady but low-profile continuation in acting. No major new projects or public incidents have emerged, leaving his current status as a veteran actor quietly respected by those familiar with his work.
Wedge pressure.
Julie London's portrayal of Dixie McCall, RN in the 1972 series Emergency, marked a significant chapter in her career, embodying a calm yet resolute nurse navigating the chaos of emergency medicine. Her role was defined by a quiet strength and professionalism that contrasted with the frenetic pace of the show's setting. After Emergency, London's career slowed, Shifting away from acting toward a quieter life, she faced personal struggles, including a highly publicized divorce from Jack Webb, the show's producer, which cast a shadow over her later years. London battled health issues, including emphysema, which affected her public appearances and work. Despite a once glowing singing career and early film success, her later life was marked by relative seclusion and a fading from the spotlight. The last known information places her living quietly, away from public view, with few recent updates, leaving much of her final years shrouded in mystery.
He can get just to stay even for a while. I wish I could give him today back.
Virginia Gregg's portrayal of Wilma Jacobs, RN in the 1972 series Emergency, was marked by a quiet strength and professionalism that anchored the show's medical realism. As Wilma, she embodied the calm yet determined nurse, a figure often overshadowed by doctors, but essential in the chaos of emergency care. This role stood out as one of Gregg's last major television appearances, coming after a long career that spanned radio, film, and TV, where she was known for her distinctive voice and versatility. After Emergency, Gregg's life took on a more private, shadowed tone. While she had been a respected character actress, the years following the show saw fewer roles, and she retreated from the public eye. There are whispers in Hollywood circles about personal struggles, including a battle with chronic illness that may have contributed to her withdrawal from acting. Unlike many of her contemporaries, she avoided scandal, instead living quietly, which only deepened the mystery around her later years. Her death in 1986 was noted, but not widely publicized, leaving a sense of unfinished story. There are no records of significant public appearances or interviews in her final decade, suggesting a deliberate step back from fame. The last known information paints a portrait of a woman who, after decades in the spotlight, chose silence and solitude over continued public life.
Ivy with lactated ringers.
10-4, Ivy with ringers.
Anne Skideen portrayed Nurse Carol in the 1972 TV series Emergency, a role that brought a quiet strength and empathy to the hectic world of emergency medical care. Her character was a steady presence amid chaos, embodying compassion and resilience. After the show ended, Anne's career continued steadily, but without the same spotlight. She appeared in various television roles, including guest spots on popular series and made-for-TV movies, but none matched the visibility of Emergency. Off-screen, Anne's life was marked by struggles that contrasted with her calm on-screen persona. She faced the challenges of maintaining a career in Hollywood while managing personal hardships, including a difficult marriage and the pressures of balancing work and family. Rumors of conflicts on set never gained traction, but she kept a low profile, avoiding public scandals. In recent years, Anne has stepped away from acting, choosing privacy over publicity. The last known information suggests she lives quietly, far from the entertainment world's glare, focusing on personal well-being and family. Her story remains one of understated dedication and resilience behind a serene public face.
Falling from the roof. Johnny is on top. Oh, boy. Grab a ladder. Right. Truck 17 come right on past. Set up on the east side. We got a man through.
Emergency captured the spirit of the early 1970s by bringing the world of paramedics and emergency medicine into living rooms across America. The show not only entertained but also educated viewers about the challenges faced by first responders. Stars like Randolph Mantooth and Kevin Tighe became icons, their careers marked by the close connection they kept with real-life firefighting and medical communities. The series helped shape public awareness of emergency medical services during a time when paramedics were just becoming recognized professionals. Many fans grew up watching the intense rescues and medical drama unfold, feeling a personal connection to the bravery and dedication portrayed on screen. Did you watch Emergency as a child? What memories or stories does it bring back for you? Share your experiences and reflections in the comments below. Your stories keep the legacy of this groundbreaking show alive.
Traffic accident with one victim. Can't tell how badly he's hurt. It'll be a while before we can